Hey,
What
hey
would it look like?
everybody. This is your boy JD Temple.
Mothra the Mystic over
The
here on the
Mothra's
side.
over
I'm on the
here.
sidelines. I'm his
She's,
biggest cheerleader, I promise.
she is. And I debated on making this video because
He needed to, though.
I needed to, though, yeah.
Badly.
Yeah, just to so you
Being
guys can
bipolar sucks.
understand me a little bit better and
That's what you should have titled this video.
I'm in the thick of it right now. That's what I called it because
You've been going hard before
I
in the
am in
thick of
the
it the
thick
other
of
way, and
it,
now you're in the
man.
thick of it in the opposite direction.
So basically, and there's probably a lot of you that can relate
I'm
to
sure.
this that are out there. I'm sure
Who is
a
it?
lot
So
of
Swan says like
sorcerers.
that she says she swears 100% of the world is bipolar.
So I've been diagnosed with bipolar depressive. Yeah,
Depressive disorder.
bipolar depression. What's up, Friar Pestle?
What's
Bipolar
up, man?
depression like fucking 7 years ago.
Same, about the same time,
And about the
actually.
same time that she was diagnosed,
Exactly,
and we're
actually.
going to get into all of these
Oh my god.
parallels that Mothra and I share that are so freaking insane
You won't, probably won't even believe it.
that's a whole video in and of itself. But living with bipolar is freaking so daggone difficult, man, because you know I will be on top of the freaking world and
Yeah, being manic is the
like
best part. People usually love
yeah,
that part.
yeah. And when I go on my manic phases, I mean, that's when I'm creative. That's
Killing
when
it at
I get all
everything.
my shit done. That's when you can't stop me. And I'm
Which
able
is
to
most of the
do
time. These are getting
amazing
few and far
things.
between now.
But then, just the other side of it will just start to creep in on you. And
Takes you
little
over.
by little,
It's insidious.
you begin to lose yourself and things begin to get hard, and then you don't want to eat any food, and then you start getting really tired, and all you want
Lethargic.
to do is sleep, and
Hide in the
my
cave.
creative capacity is gone, and then in the place of that I feel like I have a fucking brick in my head. So
A block.
like a block. I feel like a literal brick. I feel like I have a brick that just got inserted into the middle of my freaking head, and it makes it impossible to think straight. It makes it impossible to
When
do the things that I need to do, and it really sucks, man. And what really happens, which is really crazy when you add magic into it, it's I've got rituals that I need to get done tonight for clients, and they're gonna happen. But I noticed too that it gets really hard around those times, like when I have things that need to happen magically. Um, it's this bipolar will get even more vicious, and it's which makes it a million times harder to just carry out a simple operation and do the fucking most simple of shit, man. And you know, uh,
can, hey, baby,
yeah,
when you're done, can I tell them the advice I gave you?
sure, yeah,
Okay, you
yeah.
let me know when you're ready.
Oh yeah. And so, so for years, y'all that have known me, that have been around, my deal. I've been battling
Bipolar.
with bipolar, mental illness, my whole life. But it got really prevalent in my early 30s, and it kind of
I
did
thought you said 20s.
all no,
30s.
yeah, my early 30s. I was 30, 31,
Mine was mid
32,
30, yeah.
and so, well, the bipolar and shit started in my
Well,
mid
late 30,
20s,
actually.
but mid 20s.
When I
But
got, I'm talking about when I got diagnosed.
I didn't get diagnosed
Yeah.
until 32 or
Right.
something. But a lot of it coincides with my black magic practice and my unfortunate drug abuse that coincided with my mental illness, which was
When
my
sometimes,
way of coping with it.
sometimes when you, sometimes when you take drugs, if you have underlying any kind of mental illness, it can pop up. So that could have
Yeah, and it was
sparked it to pop up.
exacerbating it like
Right. Oh,
crazy.
sure.
So the hard part for me, man, is that God, man, I was fucking, I was riding that crazy train of fucking methamphetamine hell for years and like getting so many things done and like really able to kind of like dig deeper into some of these rabbit holes of spirituality and like really come out making sense out of things. And it like, of course, it made my whole fucking life like unmanageable and totally just destroyed it in every way. But now I've just been having the damnedest time of like finding a fucking a level, finding a
Balance.
level, finding a
Balance.
balance. Yeah,
Well, when
because
you're bipolar, that's a very much more difficult than for the average person.
yeah. Yeah, like for me, it's like it's all or nothing, and I'm like
Right.
I'm going a million miles an hour, and I'm able to fucking get it done, and like it's like
Feel on top of the
the
world.
shit that I am able to do, man.
It would blow your
When I
fucking
am like
mind.
right is like yeah, it'll blow your fucking mind.
Yeah, you wouldn't even believe some
But
of it.
the shit that like when I get into the opposite end of that, when this happens, I'm like the biggest turd you'll ever meet that is like
You just lose.
incapable of doing anything.
You
And
just
it's
lose your
like
motivation
it's more than that.
and your
It's
confidence,
like
and it's everything. You
I
lose
lose
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like I literally don't even want to move.
He doesn't
Like
want to eat. I'm having to make him eat an egg in the window.
like it's just I am never gonna fucking get like on medication for this shit. I'm not gonna fucking do
Not
it.
psych
I've
meds.
went there. I've done that.
Hey, we would microdose. We would do ketamine. We would go do ayahuasca. We would do any of those things before
Yeah.
that would
And
happen.
so Sarah and I, Martha and I's next thing in our quest
And
for
we'll record it.
truly healing our freaking brains
We've
and
already
healing
talked.
our freaking mind, body, and soul, so that we can truly be the best versions of ourselves for each other and for
For
our
all you
children
guys.
and for all of you guys. I mean, we're all in this together. We're all trying to like figure this
Fucking live.
crazy like left hand path occultism out and making it work in our lives. And that's the
And it
beautiful
does.
thing is it does, man. It does. It works so fucking beautifully, and it complements my life and so many other people's lives in such beautiful ways. But a lot of us, unfortunately, too, have this fucking bullshit to deal with. In the mental illness department, that like that part of it, I think like a lot of people look at it and they're like, they want to blame our spirituality on our mental illness issues. And I like want to like remind those people that like, look, this was here long before I ever got involved in any of this. It didn't come from that. It's not a fucking symptom of black magic. I mean, it can be.
Symptom.
Certainly can be.
Well,
In my case,
I think people that end up like that were already that way, but way
yeah.
before too.
In my case,
in a
this
fucked
was
up
this
way.
was already the deal. Like
You're managing it so much
people
better, though.
do
You
poke and
drink it
prod at
away.
me, and I know they do. Of course they do. I'm a public figure, not as public anymore as I used to be, but people
know
still
who the
know
fuck
who
you
I
are,
am,
though.
and they still like to fuck with me, and they do, and I can tell that they
All
do.
it does is fucking.
And and that does add some
Maybe it adds an
uncomfortableness into
edge
the
to
mix,
it,
but
and that's
that's not
about
all
it.
of it. I mean, there's nothing that anybody can do to me that
It's
I
already
don't
tried.
already do a million times better myself. Like
Or
as
that's
far
already
as
been
like
tried on you.
like hurting
the
or like if you
most
want to hurt me or
highest.
you want to try to like take me out magically, like go for it, buddy. But I already do it way better than you could ever even dream of. So
Fuck
I got that.
yeah.
I got that shit. Fucking, I got that shit. I'm doing that shit pretty well.
Fucking A.
But of course, my goal is to come out of that. And so
Is this a lie?
the like Hecate has been helping me out tremendously. She has been, but
Santa Muerte always helps everything too.
but she's not going to be able to do it all, and no deity, no entity is going to be able to do it all.
Fuck no, you gotta do the
And
work,
you guys
take the
know
action.
that you have to do the work, and that they can help you, they can hold your hand, they can guide you to meet some of the right people, they can bend reality and make things a little more hospitable
Have
for you.
opportunities arise.
Yeah, things like that. But first and
You
foremost,
have to get out there and do the work, though.
you have to do the work, and you have to change, and you have to be
You
willing
gotta
to
meet 'em
change.
halfway.
Yeah, meeting them halfway is a big one, and sometimes
People just
they'll
don't do
make
it.
you meet them more than halfway.
Yeah.
You got to be willing at least to meet them halfway, at least minimum. But putting in the work's hard when you're depressed. Yeah, it is, and like I
Still
know
gotta
I
do
have
it
to
though. It
dig
still
down
works.
deep and fucking do it, regardless of how you feel, and like that is for me the most difficult part of it is doing this, regardless of how I feel. I didn't want to make this video right now. I'm making this video, really
Fuck
out
yeah.
of necessity because I have to. I know I look like shit. I haven't showered in a week.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna show my
I
face.
really don't care
We have
that
been
I'm
we
not
just been hiding in our fucking cave.
that I'm not looking like as beautiful as I could.
Fuck it.
That's irrelevant. The important thing is that I have work to do tonight and that
And that you
I'm
made this
doing
video.
every fucking thing that I can
This
to
is
get
raising
myself
awareness.
ready to bust this shit out when nighttime comes tonight. And
You'll
I'm
feel
gonna
better
do
when the
this
sun
stuff.
goes down.
I'm gonna rock it, and it's gonna be awesome.
Fuck yeah, it is.
And that will help to bring me back to
Yep.
who I am.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
especially when you're depressed, if you can bring yourself to like just get through the mechanics of whatever type of ritual you want to do, that typically will help you a lot. And Mother helped me a whole shitload over here earlier this morning, and I was like fighting her basically, like, oh, leave me alone. Yeah. She fucking Palo Santo the shit out of me and fucking
Bathed you in
bathed
it.
me in fucking Florida water and blessed me and did a lot of energy work over me, and like that really helped a lot. And she didn't have to do that, and so
Yes, I did.
thank
I
you,
love
baby.
you.
Well, I love you too, but that really helps a lot. So I have a lot of things that are going on. Like work has been so freaking busy, and I got the store down the street that I've been like painting on and like
It's gonna
putting some
happen
shelves together. I
when it's
know.
meant to.
I'm just feeling like,
Don't you
like
put that all on yourself.
I
And
know.
that's what I was telling you. This is what I told him earlier. So I told him when he's going through this, he's got to just go through it. Sometimes the only way through something is through it. He's got to put all that shit aside and all the things he had to do and actually be grateful that he has built a life where he has the luxury to be able to just hide in his cave when he wants to. And I'm here to take care of him. So he doesn't. There's so many things to still be grateful for, and he's just got to ride it through. And he knows it's gonna go away. You've got to remember that. You've always got to remember it's gonna change. Change is inevitable, no matter what it is. If you're happy, it's gonna change. Sorry. If
know,
it's
but
sad,
it's like,
it's gonna change.
like when you're bipolar,
It's hard.
when the good times do come back and you finally have them back and you're like fuck yeah, and then like so you're able to like start working out like crazy, you're eating better,
then it just
you're
all
taking
comes
care
to a
of
halt.
yourself, and like you feel that like you have finally found the recipe for success.
Well,
like
but you've got to
that's
know
gonna
that this
work.
could happen every
And
time.
that I know, and that's the thing, like with this bipolar shit, even when you're doing all those things, it just whatever it wants to, whatever
can
it's
just grab
when,
you.
it just says,
Wake up one morning and
hello,
you're done.
I'm back, JD.
Yep.
And all of these things that you're doing that you think are so awesome and blah blah.
Weren't you trying to tell him about what we're gonna do to try and help it next?
Yeah, so this is what we're getting into now.
And
We're
we'll
gonna
record it. And
yeah, this is going to be something that, regardless of how we're feeling, we're going to document this properly
Yeah.
for all of you, because this is something
important.
that Mothra
'Cause it could
stumbled
help.
upon that I have some experience with back in
I
the
do not.
day.
I do not.
But my experience with this substance
in a party way,
was from
right?
a party standpoint. It wasn't from a
We're doing
therapeutic
it for work.
standpoint. And so Mothra and I both have bipolar depression. Amongst other
Little
various
issues.
little diagnoses that we have and things that we deal with, like a lot of you magical people do. All of us
do.
all of us bipolar people and all of us people that have these mental illnesses,
Depression, anxiety, all of it.
are the shaman of long ago.
Absolutely.
We would have been the shaman.
Called crazy.
You
Everyone
know.
they called crazy were the shaman.
So just keep that in mind.
Exactly.
And like try to be a little sweeter and kinder to the people in your life that go through these things, because
Please.
I know
It's so hard.
for sure, even though I'm bipolar, other bipolar people wear thin on my patience after a while, and their shit and their antics and their everything that goes along with it. It's taxing, and I know it, but I know that I'm taxing to the people that I love too. So
No, it's not a problem at all.
it is
baby.
what
I
it
love
is.
you.
But the next step in our journey on this I had some success with ayahuasca, and I've done a lot of ayahuasca, a lot more than a lot of these other people out here that you're talking to are talking to it. I have a lot more experience with it. Um,
Like 14 times in a row or some shit.
yeah, and so is it wonderful? Is it great? Yes, absolutely.
It
And
doesn't
there is a
last.
lot there. There's a lot to be said for
You can learn
ayahuasca.
and heal through things, but
Um, for
a
me,
lasting thing,
it's not sustainable though.
right?
It is something that in my experience, for me personally, it's something that I would have to probably go sit with the medicine at least twice a year to maintain any type of level of good mental health that I would need in order to function at the level that I want to
Well, and
function at.
ultimately, we want to do that anyway.
And
We're gonna
we
be
are going to be
making it
doing that in a different format,
right. We'll talk about that later,
through
though.
our store and our church that will be soon to follow after that.
Yeah,
But
we'll talk
the
about it
substance that we're going to be
more.
working with now is ketamine. So we're going to be doing these in-home ketamine treatments. Author found a company that seems to be very legitimate. That
If it
she's
works out great, then we'll pimp the company and we'll tell
Yeah,
you all about it.
she's been communicating with them. She's had several meetings with them. They do have a support group there
The
that
psychiatrist actually
will,
interviews you
yeah.
first in
So
between each session.
there's so
There's
there's
integration,
psychiatrists involved. There's integration involved in between each
and it gets higher each
therapy
dose.
session, which
Hey, kitty.
from
Missy
looking
got
into
it.
other
Say
things of
hi.
this nature, I think they send you like
Say
a
hi to the
lozenge.
world.
So they would send you like a ketamine
Lover boy.
lozenge, and then you would ingest that lozenge and lay back and have your experience. And I think and one of the things we
I
watched,
think
they
it
had an
comes in a
audio
little
thing that you listen
syringe and you
to.
squirt it in your mouth.
You squirt it in
This
your
one, I
mouth.
think so.
Okay. So they have like a 4-pack bundle and an 8-pack bundle. I think Mothra and I are both going to do the four
Because
pack
it's very
bundles
expensive. So
first.
to try it out at first,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's quite pricey.
But
Like,
we'll talk
what?
about that later after we know the full details of it.
Yeah, I mean, what we were looking at so far, it was about $2,000 for an 8-pack bundle and
Right.
all of the support and all the goodies that come along with that, like a full experience of eight different sessions. So hopefully for like 2,000, we'll be able to get 2 4-person bundles, one for her and one for I. We're going to document each session,
And we're doing that like
document,
soon. Probably
we're
right
going to
after
be
the
taking this
holidays,
very
probably.
seriously. We're
We
going to
gotta
go into
take care of that.
this, with having, several controls in place, making sure that we
We're gonna
can
do
really
breath work first. We're
study
gonna practice
this
breath
properly.
work first so that we can be safe through it. We're gonna
Hmm.
meditate a lot about it. We're gonna put a lot of intention into it. We're gonna do a lot of healing. We're gonna do a lot of work. It's not gonna be just a fun party drug this time.
The magic is fun and magic is great. Um, Life is fun and life is great. But when you bring into the mix things like bipolar depression
It can
and
make an
mental
amazing life just
illness,
look like shit all of a sudden. Something that
yeah,
was amazing yesterday, it can make it look like shit. And we have the most amazing lives ever, him and
we
I.
really
We
do.
really do. Like, you guys wouldn't even believe probably if we told you how amazing our lives are. But we have the luxury to be able to hide in our cave when we feel like this, and that's awesome. But yeah, it's really hard to, like I said, your whole world that's amazing and beautiful can suddenly just turn to shit.
And it's like, even though, thank goodness, thank Lucifer that I do have the luxury to live my life in the way that I live it, to where um, I really don't have to be accountable to a lot. I mean, I do, of course I do, but not anywhere
Not
near as
job
much as your average person does.
work wise.
And so I'm certainly like blessed in that I have the ability to be down. Whenever I'm down, and I don't have to participate in life. And
Which is, you
which
should
is
be grateful
great, but
for.
it's great. It's great. And if I didn't have that, what the fuck would I do?
Yeah.
What the fuck would I
And you
do?
worry about that too
And I
much.
do. And but
But you do have it.
I want to be better. I want to be better. I don't want this anymore. Like, I want
But
this
also, you can't resist it too
I
much.
want this out of my life.
And that's
And
one
that's
thing that makes it come back harder is you resist it like a motherfucker.
yeah. I mean, because like this right here, like this isn't me, in my opinion. The me is when I'm feeling good. Me is when I'm not sick. Me is when I'm creating. Me is when I'm on here doing what I fucking love to do and what I've been doing for like the past 6 years. That's
Hi
me.
guys.
but this depression, it just takes every fucking thing
Kicking
away
our
from
asses,
you.
man.
So, like,
When you resist, it persists. Yes, Alicia,
yeah.
absolutely. I've been trying to tell him that. He's
So,
gotta just. Sometimes the only way through something is through it.
hmm and it's just been crazy because, like, I've had so much going on, man. I got so many different businesses that I operate, and like, it's hard to have
Kids and
time
me.
to like really be able to make the time to do the things that I want
Hi,
to
Fire
do.
Pestle.
And
What's
like,
up, bro?
by the time that I have been able to do that, I'm so burnt out and so frazzled. And that's like when the depression starts creeping back in. And it's like, it's hard not to go a million miles a minute because, like, when you have bipolar, it's like you only have a certain amount of time to get this shit done before you're going to be sick again. So, like, I try to find myself, like, going into a mad
And he
panic. Like,
goes
I got to get
crazy.
this done, this done, this done,
He
this
goes like
done,
a
this done.
It's insane what he accomplishes in that state. Wow.
Yeah.
It's like superhuman.
And see, before I was able to do these things and I was able to do them indefinitely without any food, without any sleep, because
Wow.
I was running on crystal
Right.
methamphetamine,
Well,
like a
that's not an
lot,
option now.
like a lot of other naughty boys and girls out there
You
in
know who
this
you are.
community. Yeah. You
We
know
don't
who
need to
you
say
are,
nothing. You know who you are, and we
and
know who you are.
we know who you are. Yeah.
You can't hide that shit
That
from us.
that all right. That's one thing I want to say too. That, like, to anybody out there in the community that is a public figure or not a public figure, and you can do what you want to do if you're
But we
your own
see you.
person. But yeah, we see
We
you.
see you. We so see you.
Like, you should know that I know
Yeah.
that I definitely
He
fucking
so
know.
knows, dude. It's fucking insane what he knows.
My psychic senses
Are insane.
especially when I don't eat meat, which
Oh, yeah,
I don't
which
eat
you haven't
hardly
been for
any
months.
meat at all, have gone
Insane.
insanely
Which they
through the
already
roof.
were.
So
Fuck.
I'm going to be offering psychic readings on
Yep.
my website here soon, like 30-minute and
tarot,
1 hour,
probably, both
and
of us.
tarot as well. Yeah, because Martha and I's, both of our psychic senses are
It's
fucking
been insane since we stopped eating
crazy.
meat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
They've gone up.
man.
They've gone up like 10 notches.
Yeah, and by not doing drugs.
Not doing
too.
drugs,
You
not
know,
eating
not doing
meat,
drugs
just living
in
a clean
years
life,
and years
working
and
out,
years.
doing yoga.
Mhm.
We've been meditating, adding a lot of things into
Yeah.
our life that enrich them.
Yeah.
In a great way.
Yeah, and so, but with that too, like, I have the luxury of being able to go onto other people's videos, and like, I can so totally pick out what they're on, what's going on.
That's one thing
what
he's
the
great at.
situation is.
We can be out in public and he can just point out what drug everyone's on, and then I look in their eyes and I'm like, holy shit, I see it.
Yeah, so it's definitely I've become kind of like a bloodhound for drugs.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy.
So, like, anybody that wants to be around me or spend any time around
Thanks,
me
Alicia. We support you all
or
too.
talk to me,
Hi.
that's something that you're going to have to be okay with me knowing all about you.
Oh yeah, if you want a
So-
psychic reading from him, there's nothing you're going to be able to hide, and he'll say whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
So,
crazy it sounds.
so like, my psychic readings, I find, especially if they pertain to magic and other spirits, that's definitely a forte. But especially, really, when it just comes to like interpersonal relationship dealings, like, is so and so
Like,
messing
it's just
around
your life,
with so and
kind of
so?
like
Is somebody thinking about doing something like this? Is
You'll
somebody
know.
on the verge of pulling the trigger on some big fucking thing that you're not sure about in life? Or is
just
war,
any kind of question you need to know.
why is this
Why is this
person or that
happening?
person doing this?
Right.
Yeah, like anything. I've
He's got you.
I've been spending my time honing my skills and refining my skills
They're
on this.
amazing.
And this is something that's like part of the reason that
I'm gonna
I'm
put this
sick.
Coke in the fridge.
And
you want
I
a
know
drink of
it
it
too.
before I put it in the fridge?
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Mm.
I love you.
I love you. Part of the reason that I'm sick, or that I'm getting sick so often, is that I'm not doing what I need to be doing in the times when I'm not sick.
We haven't been doing magic as much.
And so, like, yeah,
taking care of yourself.
taking care of myself
Right.
and like,
That's why I'm
like,
making you eat. Boy.
but like, Hold on, I'm losing track of my thought.
It happens when you're bipolar, big time. I'm sorry, I interrupted and
Yeah,
fucked you up.
it's okay.
I'm sorry,
No,
baby.
no, 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 it's okay. Um, is it's just like, yeah, so I know that I want to be going like a million miles a minute when I'm feeling good, and I just have so much that I want to get done, and I try to get these things done, and I try to put everything in order of most importance and this and that, and
But honestly, it's hard to get up and take a piss.
yeah, yeah, like when I get to the point of like not even wanting to get off of the sofa to go to the bathroom, that's
That's the worst
when
point.
that's when it's the
Well,
worst.
you know what we're also going to do to help it out tonight is two things. We're going to do a mushroom trip and a DMT trip.
Yeah,
That's
and
what's
that
happening tonight.
helps so freaking much,
That will
man.
that helps. That usually helps reset him into back
Mm-hmm.
into normal.
Yeah.
The DMT anyway, and the
Yeah,
mushrooms.
and
That's just a
and
whole
oh
other healing
man, and
journey.
such a freaking great way. And so, it's just like learning really to work with the ebbs and the flows of life, and like
That's what
the
DMT is teaching us too.
yeah,
We
so
decided to
much.
kind of do like a dieta with DMT, and we're probably going to work with it like on probably like a twice a week basis at least, and document all those experiences. And maybe we might offer the full experience on Patreon because we need to form a Patreon. He still hasn't done that, like a dumbass.
I know. It's just like all that stuff. It's like I get to these points of like, okay, I'm gonna finally pull the trigger and get this stuff done, and then I sit down and try to do it, and it's just like, uh,
You
you
can't
know,
force it. You got
it's
to wait
just
till
like
you
a
are
brick
in
in my
that.
head, and so I guess it is like certain
You got to get in the
things
flow. You got to wait till the flow
until it's
state.
really the right time for them to happen. It's just, yeah,
Yes, we
it's
are
just
also
another to-do
family. Hi,
list.
Fire Pistol.
And thank you all for being here so
Yeah,
much.
you guys
Like,
are
I
awesome,
mean,
dude.
seriously, like, look
This
at
helped us feel
y'all
so
know the
much better. I
deal.
feel better, don't you? Just talking
Yeah, I'm
about
feeling
it.
a lot
It
better.
makes you feel a lot better to talk about it and see people can
I'm feeling a
relate.
lot better, but like I'm always so hesitant to do this and to like really let you guys in on it and stuff, and especially
But we're
because like
probably going to just let you guys in on everything, our
I mean,
whole
well, that's just
lives.
what I need to start doing
It
because
will help a lot.
I don't only want to be on here when I'm bitching and belly aching about how
Yeah, we
much
want
my
to show
life
how,
sucks and
because
like
our life's
that's what
actually
it's turned
amazing, and we
into.
never. It's stupid. We always go do the most amazing things, and we never show the amazing parts. And we're gonna start showing that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I had just gotten out of the thing of the mode of like recording my life and recording my journey, and
But your journey's
um
beautiful, and you need to show it.
it is. It's been really,
It's
really
amazing,
awesome. And
dude.
I
The
have to
universe
know that
supports you
it's
fully.
helping you guys. I
Yeah,
know that it's
exactly.
helping someone out
That's the
there.
reason we do it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
why the fuck would we
That's the
even
only
bother?
reason that I've ever done it.
To try
And
and help people see that there's other people out there that relate to them and that we feel the same way, and we're not above anyone. I mean, this shit doesn't has no prejudice, and we just want to help people by our experiences and how we got through it magically.
yeah. I mean, and it's crazy. Like, I'm sitting here right now on a Saturday morning, like,
Afternoon
depressed
maybe.
as fuck. And,
Afternoon.
like, I have literally everything in my life going
You've
for
got the
me
universe
in,
supporting
like,
you
the
fully.
freaking and most insanely awesome ways. And yet I'm, like, sitting right here, like, everything sucks. And I know, isn't that nuts, man? Like, everything could actually suck.
It could. It really
Like,
could.
and what would that feel like?
Yeah,
Like,
that would be
holy shit.
exact. I know. Imagine feeling like that on top of
Yeah, I
that.
really couldn't deal with that one. So it's like, no matter how much the universe kicks my ass, like, I know it has my back to the nth
Oh
fucking
God.
degree.
You see it all the
Always.
time.
And, like, each and every one of you need to know that too.
It supports you fully too, as long as you support yourself. It's going to give you back whatever you're putting out. So if you can learn to love yourself, then the universe is going to love you all that much more and support you fully.
Yeah, dude. Every move that I make now, man, is magic. It really freaking
Yes,
is.
caffeine gives me so much anxiety, Friar. I drank a half of a energy drink once, and I had to take a fucking Xanax just because it was that bad. I can't do caffeine anymore at all. I'm so sensitive to everything now. So is he.
Yeah. Yeah.
foods. We can't eat meat
Like I can barely even eat food and
at
stuff.
all.
Like I have like actually like literally like I've lost like 30
I
pounds in the
think more.
past
I would
three
say 40
months.
or
40,
50,
you think?
maybe. Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like like
Mudwater mushroom coffee is great. Oh, I've never tried that. Do you
so
know, can you post a link where to order it? Alicia? That'd be cool if you could.
I know
Thank
it's
you.
glary. It's
It's
quite
okay.
glary.
It's okay. I need the glare right now. I look like dog shit. I haven't
Look at me.
showered for a week.
Shit. Me neither. Look at me.
No makeup, no nothing.
But like, so the thing that was with me, so like
Oh, chai and chocolate. I can do that.
I was like barely eating anything for like the past couple of months and working out and like it was really crazy. It was just kind of
He
like
was going
I was
hard.
like I didn't even need to live on food. It was nuts. And like
Yeah,
I
and he
definitely
was working
wasn't
out hard on top of that, like 3 hours a day at least, I'd say.
and like I wasn't eating meat
We weren't
and
eating much of anything at
fucking or
all.
anything. And so the other night I finally was just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking go to the Outback and I'm gonna eat a steak. Like if I'm gonna eat a steak, it's gonna have to be a quality steak. I'm
And
not
it
just gonna
was.
get some shit from
It
like
was great.
the grocery store that's gross. Like what is this thing?
We're actually going to start ordering from Butcher Box
Um,
and get.
so I went and got and ate the
What
steak,
is one?
and I thought I saw something like
Oh,
floating
okay.
around, and so I went and I ate the steak, and it was fucking awesome. I didn't eat the whole thing. I ate like half of it and like some salad and a
I
baked
had
potato
salmon.
and shit. And so mind you, this is the first substantial piece of red meat I've had in like 3 months at least. And I digested it okay, but like, dude, this was on Wednesday, right? I think.
I don't
Thursday. It was
remember.
Thursday
My
night.
days get mixed up because we
It
don't have
was
a strict schedule.
Yeah, it was Thursday night. And so,
How's it going, man? It's
ever
going
since I've
great.
eaten that steak, dude, I have been so depressed. So fucking depressed. Like, is it a weird coincidence? Is it? Or is it the steak?
Or
You
is it that
know?
tick? Did
Is
that
it the
really
tick?
happen?
Yeah,
Did it make it so you can't eat meat? You know,
maybe.
my
But I
farts are
mean,
from my farts are from running out of black water to drop with post purge being lightning.
well,
Wow, that sounds pretty insane, man. I'm glad I'm not around while you're farting.
yeah, it's okay. He's got diapers.
Oh, okay, cool.
He has the diapers.
Nice. Oh,
You don't have to
perfect.
worry about that.
Really glad I'm not around for that one.
So yeah, maybe it's just the energy from the steak.
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's a lot of
you know,
videos that say that when you eat meat, you take on all the
and
suffering and torture and the way they
and
died, and all
that's
that goes into
and we
you.
firmly believe that.
We really do. And
Like
that's
we
why we
firmly
stopped
believe
eating
that,
meat.
and
The
that's
biggest
why we
reason,
stop eating
right?
meat. We are going to get our
For
own
spiritual
chickens.
reasons
We're
and
going to
raise
get our
them.
own chickens and raise them, not to slaughter the chickens
No,
and
we're gonna eat their
sacrifice, but
eggs
to
and
eat
take
the
care of
eggs.
them.
I can't.
No food lion meat.
I
Nope.
can't
Prior,
pretend
nope.
you know.
We're gonna order
I
butcher
mean, look,
box.
man. Like, if you guys think about it, man. Like, look, man. You see these people out here in public that you see every
That
day
live
in
on fast
society
food.
that eat that stuff,
It's not good,
and
dude.
they're crazy as hell. Like, all right, look, I know I'm crazy. I have bipolar depression and this and that, but these people that I'm talking about, the ones that you
It probably
know,
is a mix of things, T-Man.
the ones that are like the bots and shit that like don't even seem like they have a conscience or a soul, they're eating that shit.
Processed
They're
foods
eating all
and
the
meat.
McDonald's
I
and they're
think it's the
eating all of that
processed.
gross meat and
Yep.
stuff. I don't want to do that. I
I'm not.
can't do the
You
same
are
thing that
you
they
are
do.
what you eat.
Like I really think that like since I have made, I mean, I know that I've like since I have introduced nothing but clean food and clean living into my life, it has made a
Who
huge
is the
difference.
dude obsessed with crapping on here?
Oh, that's Brent. Brent,
Okay, what's
yeah,
up, Brent? You're a trip.
yeah. Brent has the thing about
Brent
it.
has a thing, doesn't he?
Uh-huh. And so like I am definitely all right. The clean diet, eliminating the processed foods,
Yoga, meditation,
and
working
adding
out,
the yoga, the meditation in
and
it.
the ketamine treatment.
But I know one thing eating clean like we
makes
have
it
has made your
just,
psychic
oh yeah,
senses
that
go through
alone
the
is
roof.
worth it. That alone is worth it. If you want your
Through
psychic,
the
yeah.
roof.
If that's what you're looking to do, that is the way to go.
Yes. So that's like no fast food.
We ate completely vegetarian, all cooked at home, all the best stuff we could find, organic, all that.
Yeah, yeah, and like within by doing that, I'm telling you, my psychic
Mine
senses
too.
were like so freaking honed. We were having more spiritual communication and
And
spiritual
synchronicities
incidents
yeah,
here.
with entity. Entities were communicating with me while I was just driving down the road in the car and shit like that.
So I definitely like, even though I mean I enjoy eating some meat and stuff, I mean I'm going to limit it like crazy
Maybe once a
just
week.
from like that standpoint alone, just because I know that it like, yeah, that the meat gives me some kind of weird mental block, a psychic block.
And
Um,
we are going to try ordering from Butcher Box. If anybody's tried that, let us know what you think
yeah, yeah,
and if the prices are worth it.
because I'm not gonna just be getting it from any old hacked up thing that's
No,
laying out
this is
there wrapped up in
no, this is
styrofoam
all like
at Food Lion down the
friendly
street.
raised,
Hell no.
had a good life,
Any of that
farm
shit.
raised, all that organic, no hormones, none of that shit's in it. No antibiotics. It's all from a farm.
So I think, with the steak, I may have just eaten too much of it. Maybe eating the red meat has nothing to
Thank you,
do
Alicia.
with
You're awesome.
this like
You're a
all of a
sweetheart.
sudden depression that I have.
You're so
It's
supportive.
just really strange to me that I ate that red meat and now I'm like fucked, like mentally. Like it
I'm
took
sure
a
it did, T-Man.
but like you said with the bipolar, what goes up must come down, and
Yes.
it's true.
And you know
And
it's gonna happen.
I
Like
know it.
you have to just learn to ride them waves of life,
So the
baby.
meat might not have had anything to do with it,
It might have though.
I don't
It
know.
correlates. Like
It did
someone said on
correlate.
here, it might be. It sounds like a mix of things.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of things
I
too.
do too.
And that's why it's been like the past 2 years, her and I,
Ooh,
our
feels like
daily
we've been through
thing,
10 years.
it really does. Because like our daily lives have been like trying to figure out what will work for us
And we've done it
magically and
in our
mundanely
relationship,
in our
and money
diets
wise,
and
in our
the way
the way
that
our
we,
family works,
yeah,
the way
and
our
all of
household
it.
works,
We
and we've got it
totally.
figured out to a T. And at this
Hmm.
point, like, there's nothing that could fuck us up now. Like, our relationship is so amazingly perfect. Like, I've never had anything like this before, and I would never do anything to sacrifice it. I love him with the entirety of my being.
Love you too, baby. Yeah, and it's just one of those things because it's like I know that there's tons of people out here that struggle with this
Right.
to some degree or another, and a lot of these people find themselves on the same exact spiritual path.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that. I know there's a reason for that, and I'm a big part of it. Some kind of way, somehow, I have become a big part of that, and it's my mission to try and help
Of
people to
course.
ease this, and not just to ease the pain, but to be able to like you tap in and utilize this and
Transmute the pain
transmutate
into
it
something positive.
into creative and
Exactly.
into creative forces and other avenues in life, and not just have to suffer.
Exactly.
Because there is definitely a silver lining to that disease. I know there is, and it doesn't have to be all bad. And especially if this is an affliction that basically made
Yeah,
the
fried
shaman the
food. We do not
shaman.
eat fried food anymore
Not
at
at
all, or
all.
butter. Yeah.
No, we don't eat any of that stuff.
No.
The worst thing I do is sip on some Coke,
Yeah, that's
and
our
I
little
eat a few
addiction.
pieces of chocolate.
Once in a
But
while, not enough to. I wouldn't even count that.
I wouldn't even
You
say that
don't
I
eat
drink a
enough.
full Coke a day. I
No, we
might drink
share
like a 12
one.
ounce
We
can
share
maybe.
one.
Yeah. But we don't do any hard drugs
Nope.
or
We
anything
do
like
only
that.
psychedelics and weed.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done any hard drugs since the last time I did ayahuasca,
That's not a hard
no,
drug.
I went there to get
Oh, okay.
off
Got you. I got
of
you.
meth
I got you.
because ayahuasca got me
Right.
off
I
of
got you.
meth.
So it's
Um,
been almost, what, 3 years
Almost
now?
3 years now, yeah. This month. 3 years this month.
Yay!
3 years.
Congratulations, my baby.
Yeah, you know what? It's
We need to
it is,
celebrate.
you know what? It is
We need
almost,
to celebrate
yeah, I
that.
think it was on the 19th.
Okay.
And so that's in like a day or
Let's
two. So
celebrate
it's
that.
almost three
We're
years to the
celebrating that.
day.
We're celebrating that.
Mhm.
That's amazing, and I love that.
Yeah.
Getting off meth is really hard, and a lot of people don't succeed in it, and I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, because I still see a lot of my brothers and sisters in this community still going through it with the meth.
Yeah,
And
we see you, and
I know that you all see a few of our
you guys
brothers
know
and
too.
sisters out there in this community that are still
Just,
struggling with it,
I just
going
want to
through it
say,
with the
can I
meth.
say one thing? Before you guys choose a practitioner to do your work and you hire and pay all that money, please just take a look at their lives and how their lives are going, and if their lives are total shit and falling apart around them, just think twice about paying them money to do a ritual for you. They're probably not in the right state of mind to make anything happen for themselves, let alone anyone else. Just okay, my little
Yeah, I mean,
PSA.
I struggle with my mental health. I still get all of my stuff
Yeah,
done,
people
and
still, he
everything
still gets
happens.
amazing reviews.
Yeah,
I was
like
just telling him that.
I am still, maintaining. Whereas if I was still doing drugs, like a lot of these practitioners that were doing it 3 and 4 and 5 years ago, and they're still doing it now. Oh my God, I can't even fucking
Nah.
believe that shit. How they are able to fucking maintain that. Like I would have killed myself by now, or gone absolutely completely crazy and be institutionalized. But I just, look, from a brother to a brother, brother to a sister,
Sister to a sister,
anybody out there
sister to a
that,
brother,
if you, if you've
or a
not,
whatever.
if you've
Sorry.
not tried amphetamines yet, and
Please don't
I'm talking
ever.
about
God.
Adderall. I'm talking
Even
about
at, yes,
Adderall
even
and
prescription. Yes.
methamphetamine both.
Even prescription. It counts. It's still fucking
Don't
meth.
don't do it. Okay,
Please.
don't go down that
Please, please,
road.
please, please, please,
It's
please,
not
please,
worth
please,
it.
please, please, please
Okay.
don't ever. And watch your kids. Please don't. Please, guys. It's, if anything is pure the devil, that is it.
Yeah, like in my dealings with meth, especially meth and black magic, you can certainly get a lot of what you want very quickly with meth and black magic. Yes,
But there's
but
probably a price. There's a huge
you
price to
are
play.
going
You
to pay
lose
it back.
everything.
You are going to pay it back. That is a guarantee. It will all be taken from you. So if you are one of those people that doesn't give a fuck and you just want to have your 15 minutes and you're fine with self-destructing and all of that, then go for it. But I think if you're like me and a lot of us out here, we know that we're in it for the long haul. We're in it for at least another 40, 50, 60 years on this earth,
Good
probably.
T-Man. It sucks,
So,
right?
it's
I
much
haven't.
better to do it the natural way and not to,
Hell yeah,
uh,
Alicia. Always. It's always going to be real talk with us. You won't get nothing else.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because this is real. This is real
This is
stuff right
life right
here.
now. This is our life
This
right now. It
this
is.
is
This is
important,
what it is.
and this is the kind of stuff that is going on around in the community. Obviously, with lots of different practitioners. You
Yeah,
guys know
T-Man.
it,
It does.
and
Bad.
it's not that we are to hate on these people.
No,
We
we would
have
help
to
them.
we
We
have
would
to help
gladly help
them and
them.
give them love and support.
Yeah, of course.
But with some of them though, there would need to become a day
They
where
have to decide to
lines
do it
will have to be
themselves.
drawn, and I won't be able to support them anymore if they
Oh,
don't
and
make
there has been those
certain
people.
decisions.
We've
Yeah,
done that. We have cut
yeah,
people out of our lives because of that reason.
yeah. But you
I'm not going
definitely
to name
have to,
names, but we have.
you have to try to love them through it
We
first.
did, and we did. I
Yeah,
think we did everything we could.
yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
Alicia.
And with the drug thing too, that's something to remember that
Exactly, T-Man.
that
They
that
have to. It has to be their decision,
that
and they have to
will
take the action.
be a part of certain people's paths.
Right, and it
You
was
know,
part of
no, and
yours.
it was a part of mine, and it's going to be a part of some people's past, and that just is what it is. It's going to be. You just
That
have to get
sucks,
through it.
Alicia. But I understand. I've had to cut off a lot of friends and lose a lot of friends and watch a lot of friends lose their families, and it's just a terrible drug, man. I luckily only experimented with it a little when I was like 15, 14 and 15. Very, very young, I know, but I got it out of my system and I saw what happened to everyone around me, and I never wanted to be around it again, and I made that choice way back then, thank God. So
Well,
I
I'm so
understand about
glad that
cutting
you did
people out of
too,
your
man.
life. Yeah, sometimes you have to, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
And and it's just getting through the initial addiction. It doesn't end there. Like that's
No.
that's when the real work
Right.
begins.
The work is for the
Yeah.
rest of your life.
Yeah, the
After
work is
that.
for the rest of your life, and
Right.
it's tough. And and like today, like even to this day, I still get like little thoughts in my head every
Trying to
now and
tell you.
again about like, yeah, like damn, JD, you're in a slump. You could feel a lot better. You could get some of this shit done that you've been really wanting to
Yeah, you
get
gotta
done.
cut people out.
It would be so easy just to go get like a half a gram and
But
just
luckily,
get
he's
this
guy's
done
strong
and
enough to push that
fucking.
voice out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna find another way to find it within myself, to get the
Always.
motivation and to get the
Yep.
energy
And he
to
always
make these
does.
things happen. It's
He
gonna
blows
happen.
my mind, man.
It's
This
gonna happen
guy,
a little bit later
man.
than I anticipated.
If you guys
sometimes.
really knew, this guy has done some amazing shit. Like everything he does it like a fucking king. My baby.
I just don't show it all.
He's
And
not. He's very humble. Very
I
humble
don't
too.
show it all, and
That's what I
like
love about you,
my
baby.
my YouTube
Love you
channel
so much.
statistics certainly don't speak
Well,
for my
all he would
level
have to
of
do is be more
magical
active, and he'd be right up with everyone
prowess
else, and probably pass
everything
them.
else.
I
Like,
say.
my
Just more. All we'd have to do is make more videos. As soon as we do that, I guarantee you, you're gonna go way past everyone.
yeah, when I really get into
Exactly.
it again.
I know it. I already know it.
So I don't know. I guess when I just like these past few videos, when I talk about success that I've attained this year,
It's just been
I'm sure people
crazy.
are
Oh
like,
my
they're
God.
looking at me and they're like, well, you don't have any bunches of subscribers or anything, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's success in
So
all
I'm
parts of life.
talking about
He's an
success
entrepreneur.
in
He
other
doesn't just
shit.
have this going on. This guy has all kinds of shit going on, making money, not just
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So
Well, this is just where we're gonna share our journey of
that
that.
success is not.
This is just kind of a bonus, fun thing for us to do.
Yeah. So when I'm talking about success, I know I haven't made success on here this
We
year.
have used magic to
I
make
know
success
that.
in our lives like a bitch, though.
Yeah.
Especially sex magic. That has been amazing
Yeah.
for us. We have found that the connection that we make is the biggest form of
That's the biggest
creation
catalyst, man.
for manifestation of anything.
Yeah, it has
So
been.
we are going to start offering a sex magic ritual
I
really
know.
soon. It's going to be on his website.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know we've been talking about that too.
We
I just
haven't, but
we
we're-
just have
we're
to get
gonna-
the picture
yeah,
taken
I
so
know.
that we can put the post.
We're going to
thing
do
up.
it. Yeah, I just got to get a sexy picture
We're
ready.
ready to start to our offering that ritual because like that right there.
Haters
I'm telling
will
you,
hate
it
it.
is
No,
going
fuck
to
haters.
freaking. It's going to be huge.
They're just
y'all.
jealous.
Like the manifestations, the things that we're going to be able to do for people, and
And you
change
guys
their
are going to
lives.
see, like, it's
I'm
not
so
just going to
excited.
be talking. We don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do it, T-Man. Good luck.
Fuck yeah.
Do something you're passionate about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm blessed. There's no doubt.
Oh my God.
I mean, I
We
live
are
a-
blessed.
I live a life of.
We live a life of pretty much luxury, I would say.
Yeah.
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 I would call it that.
There are times where I have to go do some things that I don't want to do for a few
A
hours.
couple hours here and there, big
but
fucking deal.
That's.
Or I have to clean the house and do some laundry, but otherwise we really live a pretty luxurious life.
Yeah.
Thanks to this guy right here,
Mhm.
my baby.
Love you,
I
baby.
love you so much.
But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely ready to start sharing with you guys again. I just kind of wanted to let you know where I'm at today. Like, today, I got to spend this whole day getting myself ready for tonight for these rituals that I need to perform.
Hanging out with your baby, watching cool movies.
I'll be hanging out with my baby, and she's going to be helping me do all these 4 operations tonight.
Of course, always.
So that those can all get done after we perform the rituals, and I have to edit all the videos and get all those sent out, along with instructions and things. And I do have 2 videos I'm going to be putting out here soon. I've been holding on to them for like 6 months. They're both review videos. One is an
Oh, cool.
Asmodeus Metalink review
I've been telling him to
about
do that
how
too.
amazingly awesome this guy's life has changed since working with me in that Asmodeus Metalink. And then and this other young lady, I did a cord cutting for her for some people that she worked with. And then another, like a personal empowerment, right? And she did a review for me too. So I'm going to be putting that up here for you guys. They're just audios because I don't really, I don't know.
Yeah, we might start doing
If
podcasts
people
as
are
well.
willing to like you do a
Because while we're like
video
driving or in the morning
testimonial.
getting stoned, we sit and talk about the deepest, coolest, most amazing, magical shit. So
Yeah, we're gonna
we
do
might
that
actually
too.
start doing podcasts too.
Yeah, but anyway.
Anyway, sorry.
Like I was saying.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm a bad interrupter.
Yeah, you are.
I know I am.
It's okay. So, well, yeah. Well, whatever.
Oh, did you forget? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
It's okay. It's not. It's not important.
Want to fight?
No.
Let's fight about it.
I
Let's
don't want to
fight
fight
about
about
it.
it. No. But anyway,
Let's
y'all.
fuck about it.
Oh, I don't even feel like doing that.
Damn. I bet I can make you feel like doing it.
Probably.
Ha ha ha. I know I can.
Yeah, sure you could. But we're going to be doing some live streams soon, every week, and I don't want to
Yep.
be jumping on other people's nights and stuff. Like,
What night should we do? Friday then?
well,
Wait, who's Friday?
People are already doing stuff on Friday.
Why can't we
night,
just go a different
Sunday night.
hour of the night?
Or we
than
could
they-
probably do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It'll
'Cause
be
we're
Friday
probably
night
only
or
gonna do like an
Saturday
hour,
night.
hour and a
It's
half.
probably going to be like an hour, but I hope everybody will join us because it will be a lot of fun and we'll have lots of interactive chat. It's going to be great. One of the first videos that I really wanted to do that Martha and I were talking about is one just on the spiritual awakening process as a
Well,
whole, like things
We
that
need to
happen
get one.
us.
We need to get one done. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do one about our whole, like how we got together, our whole relationship. But we really need to do one about the sex magic ritual probably first.
Okay. All right. We can do that. So we'll do that. We'll let you guys know, and we would love to have you all hop on and join us. And thanks all for joining us.
Thanks,
There are
guys.
people
It
that
was good
joined
to
us
see ya.
today because I'm surprised that
Love
you
you
all
all.
haven't forgotten about us by now.
I know,
Because
right?
I've been so hot and cold for so long.
And thank you,
but
Alicia
it's
and
coming.
Fryer. You guys are always here for us, and you guys are super supportive, and I really appreciate that, man. And T-Man, you too.
Yep, all of you. I love all of you.
All of
Love
you
you
all.
so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being here, you guys. It made us feel a lot better to talk
Yeah.
about it.
So smell my face.
out.
Smell it good. See you on the next one.
Bye.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, T-Man.
Later. He said, I still
Oh.
recommend you